Greetings, world. How are you doing? I am doing fine. Thank you for asking. So I was thinking I never do end of the year recaps. I barely record and post. Now I might record something and then just keep it for a personal log, just so I could keep track of myself, because my memory is just like terrible. It's just complete trash. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna record this now, and then I'm gonna check back 6 months, a year from now to see if I've made any progress, if the situation's changed, how much I've grown, yada yada yada. So I'm thinking about right now for what year is this? I don't know. End of the year recap. We're gonna call it just end of the year recap. I was thinking some things that I'm proud of myself that I was able to accomplish, and then some things that I don't want to call it regrets, but just, I guess, an ongoing goal or an ongoing achievement to strive for that I got going on. Two separate categories, and then whatever else might dribble in if I get distracted or whatever. We just moving. You feel me? So, what was the first thing I said? Wait, hold up. Okay, so certain things that I'm proud of myself that I was able to accomplish this year. I was able to secure me a job, and these jobs are hard to come by. So I was able to get a job, and I'm happy. Actually, no, hold up. Yes. Okay, so I was able to have two jobs actually. I was able to get two jobs. I was able at a time to balance working full-time, going to school full-time, and also having a part-time job, while taking care of like my fam and everything like that. And when I say taking care of them, I mean like bringing people to appointments, bringing people food shop, like caregiving, stuff like that. I was able to do all those things. I wasn't able to do it for very long, but I was able to do it at some point. And so I'm really proud of myself. I was able to hit certain fitness goals that I never thought that I would be able to, ever accomplish. It never even crossed my mind. So hitting those goals just made me feel so empowered, and it just kind of continued that momentum of me just being in a positive state. And we're gonna throw that on there. I'm proud of myself for keeping myself in a positive state, in a positive enough state, you feel me, to keep doing and achieving more, So I am very happy and very proud of myself. I don't know what number this is. I don't know if this is 3, 4. I just started counting, so we just might be a little off count. Okay. Another thing that I'm proud of, my cooking. For the longest, I have not been able to consider myself a Michelin star chef, but I've been practicing. I practice a lot. I've been practicing a lot, and I looked up recipes. I tried. I think it was like the ultimate hurdle that I overcame when it came to like cooking. And when I say cooking, I mean I've always known how to prepare food, right? I've always known how to make chicken or a fish, or like I call it a balanced meal, which would mean a protein, a vegetable, and a starch, and that kind of circulation. But you would have to get that. My sidebar, I feel like I'm okay if at dinner time I don't have chicken, broccoli, and rice. I'm okay with something like that if I had like a spinach smoothie, at some point in the day, whether it be a breakfast, I got my banana spinach smoothie, so I got my fruits and my veggies, that's cool. And then so if I don't have, any vegetables at night, I'm not tripping over it. You know what I mean? I could balance it. Oh man, look at that. Me. What's wrong with him? He was friendly. He was cool though. He waved. I should have waved back. But I don't talk to strangers. Not today. But anyway, yeah, so I was that threw me off. I threw myself off. No, it's his fault. My fault, his fault. Moving forward. Yeah, so I've just been able to like, just elevate it a little bit more. I think I was talking about the cooking. We're gonna talk about cooking now. I've just been able to elevate it where I have like other seasonings that I might incorporate. I'm going to different stores to get these other seasonings. I will say, and I'm not ashamed of it, I have been heavily relying upon the thermometer, you know, I've been poking all my proteins. I've been poking, because, you know, I don't want no salmonella, no E. coli. I don't know if heat kills E. coli. I'm not sure, but I've been cooking it through and through, and it's not as overcooked as it used to be, because I know not everybody likes their food overcooked. I always relied upon overcooked meat and fish, because I'm like, I know there ain't gonna be no salmonella in that. I burnt it out. You know what I mean? But it's true. So, but anyway, to wrap it up, I'm proud of my elevation when it comes to preparing meals, not just for myself, but for others. I'm proud of myself, and I'm happy achievement-wise for being able to, how can I phrase this? Being able to step outside of my comfort zone and enjoy and take chances and enjoy life. So, I tried like a dance class. I've tried a dance class, which was amazing. It was amazing. And it was just something like, you know, like usually I might like browse on Groupon, but then I kind of just actually started going out in the community and just started seeing different things. And I'm like, oh, this is okay. And you know what? I'm proud of myself. I stopped being such a, hold up. Take this with a grain of salt. I'm going to say it, and then we're going to try to clean it up after, right? I'm proud of myself that I was able to overcome being such a freaking cheapskate. Now, here's the thing, right? I'm always going to be frugal. I'm always going to try to be financially responsible and just be financially conscious and all that stuff. However, I'm not quite there yet, but I'm slowly, and this is the milestone, this is the achievement, right? I'm slowly trying to come out of the scarcity mindset of, well, if I spend this money now, my lips a little ashy. I need a little chapstick. Y'all know the difference between regular Blistex and medicated Blistex? Because they might say like medicated, and I'm like, I read the ingredients. It's all the same thing. Where's the medication? You know what I mean? But anyway, I'm still really frugal, but I'm just allowing myself to not be so like my money. What was that? That Dave. Ooh, this didn't age well, but it was that Dave Chappelle skit with from the Chappelle Show when it was Love Combs, right? Everybody keeps calling him by his old name, and I'm kind of like, y'all realize he changed his name? And they're like, he always gonna be Diddy to me, right? But anyway, when Dave Chappelle's like, my money, you know what I mean? Do you remember? Wait, was it? That wasn't. I know it was from Chappelle's Show. I think it was like was it a Making a Band thing? Shit, I don't remember. But if you know, comment below, comment somewhere, let me know, because clearly I've lost my way. But yeah, I'm just trying to, like, you know, I'm willing to spend money, or I'm opening up to the idea of spending money here and there just to enjoy life, because I mean, I have family, right? And my family isn't, not everyone. I'm not gonna say they all broke as hell, but you know, not everybody's gonna be up. Let's just say it like that. Not everybody's up, and not everybody's gonna stay up. Some people might have, you know, caught some luck here and there, but then because they're not financially conscious or not financially aware, whatever the case might be, they're just, they don't have the greatest spending habits, you know, so, or saving habits. So what I plan on doing is I'm trying to, like, you know, basically put money aside for, like, you know, them, you know, even if most don't know about it, but it's like putting money aside for them, so it could just have like a little savings growing just in case, you know, something. I'm just trying to do a little bit more and just getting comfortable with that and like reinvesting in myself. So instead of looking at it like, oh damn, I spent $20 on, you know, on this dance class. Damn, this class was only, you know, only an hour long, you know. So I'm barely even making that at my job, you know what I mean? But, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to take it, trying to look at it through a different lens. So the lens that I'm trying to observe things would be, okay, I'm trying to I'm trying to get a new experience. Because you can, you can always like you remember the experiences. Like, you can have all the money in the world, and I'm saying this as a rookie, right? So this is a biased perspective, right? I'm in no way, shape, or form a millionaire disguising, at least not at the time of this video. I'm not disguising and be like, oh yeah, it's just, you gotta enjoy life experiences, it's not all about the money. And then like they sitting on like, bands and bands, and I'm not a billionaire, right? Trust me. But I feel like you should still be able to enjoy life. And the concept, and I don't know if it's a good concept. It's my concept, and it works for me and my sanity. But in regards to the scarcity mindset, I feel like if I'm giving money, like, and trust me, I'm like, I work hard for this money, and I don't even like to work. So if I work hard for the money and I'm just spending it, it better be for a good cause, right? So with that in mind, I'm like, if I'm giving money or setting money aside for, let's say, family, right? Family for whatever, or like friends that are damn near family. We're gonna say family and friends, because if you my friend, you damn near family, right? If I'm setting money aside, that's an investment. That's something positive, or that's something that can bring positivity to their life or their situation. Excuse me again. Oh, excuse me. Got a little acid reflux from my shake. I made a beet shake. It has and then I'm like, super sidebar, hopefully I'll bring it back, but I made a beet shake with what was in here? Chia seeds, hemp seeds, beets, some oat milk, some sugar, and that's it actually. I kind of kept it simple, because before I made some shakes, I made some, I made a banana. It was banana with protein, like whey protein. I don't know if it was egg yolk based. I don't remember but it was protein, right? Protein, chia seeds, hemp seeds, oat milk, all that stuff, right? All the same stuff. Now, I don't know if it was the way that went bad, or if I left the bananas in there a day too long. It was, or the shake, it was too old. I don't know, but it was just like, it was only 2 days in the fridge. I keep my fridge at 37 degrees Fahrenheit, so I'm not sure. It smelled off. And I was like, man, fuck these nanners. So, I'm like, I need some beets anyway, And that's the other thing. I just go ahead and I just get shit that I want. So if I'm like, hey, I want to go to Nebraska, I might just, look around and then go to Nebraska. And then I'm happy. You know what I mean? Now, I can't just willy-nilly just have like a whole, I can't just be like, I'm going to Nebraska, I'm going to Vegas, because money don't grow on my trees. You know what I'm saying? I don't have that situation. So I do have to plan things out, but it's just like the little things that just kind of give you a little, what do you call those things? It is a serotonin boost. Is that the right one? But yeah, anyway, set money aside for family. Did I bring it back? We gonna see. I'm not really gonna edit this video, because it's like I might spend too much time ruminating on is it gonna sound right? Is it gonna look right? Are people gonna watch me? And I'm like, fuck it, So anyway, spending money on people that I care about, or spending money where I'm like, hey, I feel confident that even if I don't make money on this investment, and I lose investments, sure, okay, that's fine. I feel confident that I at least tried. I had the experience of trying, because like, if you don't take any risks, then you would never know if you get the reward. You feel me? And that took a long time for me to get to that point, very long time. But to move on to the ongoing achievements that I am striving for right now, aka maybe some failures along the way. One would be some bad financial investments. Yeah, some bad financial investments. I had a financial situation where I needed to purchase something. It depreciated like as soon, let's call it a car. As soon as it left the lot, it was a lemon. It just it dropped down, I would say maybe like 20% in price as far as what it would be worth, or rather I paid more than I should have for it. Given the economy at the time, I just didn't know how things were going. And anyway, what is this still going? I just got a call. I didn't know that could happen. My bad. Moving forward, yeah, I didn't know that it was gonna just depreciate, and I didn't see it. But it's one of those risks that I took. It didn't pan out in my favor, and now we're here. And you know, I'm not gonna cry over spilled milk, but we're just gonna move forward. So I would say that was one big financial setback that I had, that I'm not too happy about. What's another one? In my personal life, I feel like I have, while I might have been able to, you know, build new friendships and you know, make new, you know, connections with people, I've also, as I'm trying to, I guess I don't want to say as I'm trying to elevate, I had to leave some people behind, because that sounds kind of fucked up, even if that is the reality of it. But some people that I've rocked with for like years and years, the love is still there, but you know, your goals or your visions might not necessarily align, and I'm trying to be around people that align a little bit more with me. And when I say that, I don't mean like, if you're not going to med school, like I'm going to med school, then we can't hang out, you can't stay with us, you know. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, hey, if you're not, in general, like my whole thing is, if you're not goal oriented, if you don't have follow through, if you lack consistency and in the right areas, or rather where it counts. I always say, like, hey, you know, show up where it counts. You got, that's your time. Like, I'm someone who never answers my phone. That perfect example, right? I rarely answer my phone, and I rarely call people. You know, very rare. And it's not that I don't have love for them, it's just that, you know, I'm just very, one, I can be snappy. I can be a little snappy. You know what a pet peeve is? Sidebar, super sidebar. A pet peeve of mine is, if someone calls my phone, you're contacting me, right? I say, hello, who is calling? And everybody tells me, you're bugging. Oh, no, fuck that, and fuck you. Because I'm not, right? If I say, hello, who's calling? They go, hey, yeah, can I speak to Monty? Who is calling? And they're like, oh, this is Josh from whatever. And I'm like, but that already turned me off. It hands down already turned me off. You know why? Because you got to listen. Active listening. You feel me? That'll get you killed out here. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I say it with a comedic tone, but I'm so serious. It's like, you gotta mean what you say and say what you mean. At least when you come outside and you decide to interact with other people. That's just how I feel. So, or make the attempt, you know? Like, if I say, hello, who's calling? And you go, oh, if you say, oh, my bad, you know, I take that. Easy, you know? I'm a nice guy, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's just, it's a pet peeve. But anyway, yeah, I had to kind of like just explore new connections and just, you know, network a little bit more, and that kind of didn't leave as much time for those that I used to rock with. What's another setback? You know, I guess I focus so much on the positives that I don't have many negatives that I can just think of on the spot, because I'm not necessarily thinking about like the negative things that I might have encountered. Yeah, I can't really think of anything. Oh, I guess a setback that I would say that I had was, there was a possum, not a possum, a raccoon. I heard some scratching up in the attic, and I was like, what the hell is that? What is that? And I'm thinking, I'm tweaking, I'm like, up, we need that medication. They're gonna send you up the road, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, and I looked it up, and you know, you never want to be one of those Google people, like how the doctors say, don't Google it, you're gonna end up, you know, having whatever and then dying. Oh my gosh, you know. Nah, there was a raccoon. I called wildlife, and they came, the raccoon, let's see, I don't know what looks large. The raccoon, let's say, for just look at my head right now, right? Beep, beep, beep. So the raccoon was like this size. If we're gonna use like my head as a comparison, it was like this size, and it was like this thick. It was huge. That's what she said. But like it was so, and I was just like, oh my gosh, it fucked up the entire attic. It just fucked it up. And the way the wildlife guy was talking about it, he was like, yeah, she's probably in there. You know, she's coming in and out from the roof. She's coming in and out from the roof, and it's mating season, yeah. It's mating season, so she's going out and she's, you know, she's mating with everybody, whoever she can, and she comes back. She has the babies in your attic. Who's the daddy? And I'm like, where is this story going? That's some shit that I would say, you know? And I'm just thinking like, this guy is funny. I like him. But it cost me an arm and a leg, you know? It cost me an arm and a leg. But anyway, yeah, I don't have like a large amount of setbacks. I had to fix my car, but that was also kind of like a good thing because I mean, my car is fixed. So it's like, it's not really, there weren't a lot of setbacks that I can just sit here and count. I guess because I focus more on the accomplishments. I'm not gonna like harp too much on, oh, I got a C in one of my classes. But this guy, he was just one of those arrogant professors, one of those, I don't know if you've ever experienced it. I'm like a professional student, but he was like a professor where he's an adjunct professor. He only has like a couple of classes here and there, like really sporadic. And like I asked him direct questions because I tend to be somewhat direct with what, like I ask a question that I want the answer to, right? And I try to be as direct and specific as possible to eliminate any confusion. So I said I'm having difficulty, you know, reading the syllabus. I just need to know what's required to pass the course. And then, because I think his syllabus was maybe like, it was like fucking 15 pages long. I mean, it's electric. God, boomer. So electronic. So I'm like just scrolling through like the PDF file, and I'm just kind of like, the fuck. And I did a control find, but the way it was set up, it's like you couldn't find anything, and I'm like, what the fuck? So yeah, I just shot him an email. I'm like, hey, hope all is well, you know, professor, whatever. Hey, can you tell me exactly what's required? Because I had difficulty reading it. And he was like, what do you mean? And I was like, I'm just trying to figure out, like, I'm trying to pick out the most important things so I can figure out how to put that towards my grade so I can know what's graded so I can get a good grade so I can pass. And he was like, well, everything's important. All of this stuff is essential. I mean, some things might not necessarily be graded per se, but it's all essential, all the information that I'm giving. And I was like, listen, dick, you know? No, I didn't say that, but I was like, you know? Because it's like, what? I don't give a fuck if you care that, you know, you wanted to write a fucking dissertation for your syllabus, for the syllabi, for the students in your classes. I don't care, you know? I just need to know what, I said, I need to know what I need to do to pass so I can excel. But I need a starting point, you know? So I actually got to go check back to see if I actually did pass or fail the class, because I signed up for it. I signed up for classes again for next semester. And I put that same class down. Different teacher, different instructor, but I put that same class down because I'm like, I know this motherfucker gonna fail me. You know why? Because he's a hater. He's a hater. But no, I would say that was the only kind of like setback that I felt that I had academically, yeah. But other than that, I feel like I had a really good year. I feel like the year's not over. I still got to make last minute moves, last minute investments. I'm gonna see if I could try to figure out how I could get some money to a 401k, match that for the year. Highly doubt that, because I just thought of this last minute. And you need money to put money away. So, but I think just being in that mind state and that mindset is really healthy, and it's good. At least it's good for me. But yeah, if you see this video and you like what you see and you like what you hear, let me know. I am open to constructive criticism and jokes. If you don't say LOL, I might not know that it's funny. But yeah, I'm probably still gonna do another video. You know why? Because I like to chat. I like to chat even if I'm chatting with myself. You know why? Because I'm comfortable with myself. You need to get there. You need to love yourself. Hey, I love you. You don't know if I'm talking to you, if I'm talking to myself. They're gonna send me up the road.